if you target the moon, definitely you will fall among the stars. सच है ये बात. It's very true. If you target the moon, definitely you will fall among the stars. चांद की चिंता करोगे, definitely तारों के बीच गिरोगे. This saying has a meaning, a very deep meaning. And today, as I come up to you to discuss the psychology of CSIR net and GATE toppers, I'm not here to, give you some gyan on how to become a topper. Rather, I want to give you some pointers which will help you decide how to think like toppers. Because when you think like toppers, that's when you have a chance to become toppers. So today we are going to discuss some very important key pointers. No, I'm not going to discuss anything about your subject, but I'm going to talk about a bird's eye view of how to prepare, how to get better, and how to continuously prepare for CSIR net and GATE exams. And now that exam is right around the corner, the first point which I want to make is success in these exams is predictable. Many times I send emails to my students saying that success is predictable when you follow a recipe. Qualifying in these exams is just like cooking. You follow a recipe, you get the desired results. Now, many of the students will think, no, this is not true. But yes, it is true. After 15 years of training students in CSIR net and GATE, I can tell you very confidently that it is possible. But how? That's what we're going to discuss. Success is very much predictable if you follow the topper's formula. Chand ki soch rakhoge to taro mein giroge. That's what it means. If you try to think like toppers, definitely you're going to be among the qualifiers. And with that thought, let us get started with the first point, and which is dream big. Bada socho. Yes, bada socho. Think like a topper. Think that you will be the topper. But start small. Chota se shuruaat karo. Start with a small piece of your preparation. Maybe the first unit, maybe the first chapter, maybe the first page. Start with that. Focus on now, focus on today, focus on the next step, and start small. Chota topic uthao and get into the momentum. Once you have the momentum ready, then you can win bigger chapters also. So you have to start with smaller portions. Build momentum. Once the momentum is built, uninteresting topics also become interesting. So that's the first formula here. Break the process into steps and follow it step by step. Imagine if I had asked you to climb the Eiffel Tower in Paris, you will think, oh my God, I have to climb the Eiffel Tower. It's very difficult. But if you go step by step, you will definitely reach to the top one day. Now, most of you are lucky when you prepare for CSIR net exam because it happens every 6 months. So you get 6 months to climb. And if you fail, again, you get another 6 months to climb. So you get multiple chances. If it is any other competitive exam, you get only one chance. So here you have an added advantage. So dream big, start small in a smart way, go step by step. That's the first point. Now moving to the second point, even though you decided to go forward, direction. Kis direction mein jaoge? Kahan jaoge? That's very, very important. So let's talk about that. Now imagine that you have 100 liters of petrol in your ship, okay? Or whatever fuel it is. So 100 liter hai aapke paas. Now if you keep going round and round and round, you will reach nowhere. So you need a direction. You need the right path to be followed. Kis direction mein jana hai ki success mile. So direction matters. So develop a clear sense of direction. Kahan se shuruaat karoge, kahan tak pahunchna hai. Uske liye sabse important cheez hai planning. So plan karo ki kaun se unit ko aap start karne wale ho. Which unit you will start, when you will end, next unit when you will start, when you will end. So you have a clear sense of direction ki in the first week I would have finished half of this unit, half of that unit, I would have practiced half of this unit, practiced half of that unit. So basically that will help you give a direction, and also planning will help you measure the progress in that direction. Okay, because if you are continuously coming back to your plan and redoing it, saying that, okay, I could not finish, let me go back and redo it, that means either you are trying to become a perfectionist, or you're trying to go in the wrong direction. So that is where planning will help you not just go in the right direction, but also measure your progress in that direction. So that's very, very important. Have the direction and then measure your progress. Okay, so that's the second pointer which I wanted to make. Let's move on to the next one. So next one is you have to see yourself as a topper. Now, why it is very, very important to see yourself as a topper? Because जब तक आप अपने आप को visualize नहीं करते हो, unless you visualize yourself as a topper, you can never be a topper. And this is a keyword which I want to make very, very clearly to all of you. If you have 1% doubt also, thinking that you cannot be a topper or you can never be a topper, you will definitely not qualify. Forget topper, you will not qualify also. You have to think like a topper. You have to think and visualize that you are the topper. Okay, then only you have to work backwards. Visualize and then work backwards. आपको याद होगा maths में what we used to do. Sometimes if we are not able to solve the question, so what we'll do, we'll see the answer and then we'll try to work backwards to solve that question. Okay, if this is the answer, then how it should be solved. The same thing. Work backwards. First, think yourself as a topper. Visualize yourself as a topper, and then work backwards. That's the mantra here. Moving ahead, study what you love to study. Now, direction तो आपने decide कर लिया, plan कर लिया, momentum को build करना है, तो कैसे करोगे? How would you do that? You have to first prioritize what you love to study. ये जो word है ना love, इसका बहुत बड़ा importance है. It has got a grand importance in the grand scheme of things, which is अगर आपको पढ़ाई पसंद नहीं है तो आप नहीं करोगे. So to fall in love with the subject, you have to start with the topic which you love the most. It can be biochemistry, it can be molecular biology, it can be ecology, evolution. आपको जो पसंद है पहले वहां से शुरुआत करो, because तभी आपकी momentum बनती है. Once the momentum is built, definitely the psychology takes over, the trigger takes over, और आप पढ़ते जाते हो 15 घंटे हो जाते हैं, you don't realize the time is over. So that's what I'm saying. You have to prioritize the things which you love and execute that first. So that should be the number one in your priority list. That's how toppers study. The next, commit to excellence. अब बहुत ही important चीज है. What we do is, okay, हमने 15 घंटा पढ़ लिया, 20 घंटा पढ़ लिया, but quality क्या थी? What was the quality? Right? Was the quality at par with, are you really satisfied that, the quality of study was great? If the answer is yes, then only you should move forward. Otherwise, you have to evaluate. So study, evaluate your quality of study, and then further improvise. आपको पता है अगर आप per day 1% improvement करते हो अपने methodology of studying में, by the end of the year, you will be 37 times better than what you were on 1st January of that year. So that's the power of improvisation. So 1% improvisation changes everything. So that's what is the key mantra here. Commit to excellence, check your quality, evaluate your quality, and improvise. हर दिन 1% improve कीजिए. Next, study long, study hard, accepted, but in a smarter way. सबसे important चीज है. What people think that if I study continuously for 20 hours, I'll qualify. सच्चाई ये नहीं है. This is not the truth. The truth is you have to study longer and harder maybe, but in a smart way. How do you do that? 45 minutes से लेके 60 minutes से ज़्यादा continuously मत पढ़िए. After that, immediately hydrate yourself. Okay, hydrate yourself and a bit of stretching exercise, SE. Hydrate yourself, a bit of stretching exercise, so that you don't fall into the sleep, because the mind sleeps. Even though your body is physically active, your mind will sleep. You will feel a block in your mind. So that should not happen. So after every 45 to 60 minutes, you should hydrate. You should, do some stretching exercise so that you can last longer. आपको लंबी रेस का घोड़ा बनना है. You're not here to write the exam tomorrow. You're here to write the exam maybe after 6 months or 3 months, whatever the duration now. So according to that, you have to study longer. And how do you study longer? by taking breaks. Take intelligent breaks. That's how toppers study. Toppers don't study continuously. जो continuously पढ़ता है वो बेवकूफ है. Next, lifelong learner. This you should keep in your mind throughout your life. Learning is a skill. Okay? ये आपको जानना चाहिए. Learning is a skill. जैसे आपको ABCD पढ़ना आता है, right? So that's a skill. राइट आपको माइक्रोस्कोप हैंडल करना आता है, दैट्स अ स्किल. कैमरा हैंडल करना आता है, दैट्स अ स्किल. सम पीपल टेक नाइस फोटोग्राफ्स, अदर्स डोंट. सो लाइफ में लर्निंग जो है एक स्किल है. सो इस लर्निंग स्किल को आपने डेवलप कर लिया है तो आप कुछ भी पढ़ सकते हो. आई हैव माई गुरु एंड शी हैपेंस टू बी माई एल्डर सिस्टर एंड वन ऑफ द को-फाउंडर्स ऑफ बायोटेक्निका. एक बार उनको फार्माकोकाइनेटिक्स पढ़ाने कहा गया, उन्होंने कभी नहीं पढ़ा था, बट इन 1 hour शी मास्टर्ड इट एंड शी टॉट मी. हाउ डिड शी डू इट? बिकॉज शी हैड डेवलप्ड द लर्निंग एबिलिटी. जिस इंसान ने लर्निंग एबिलिटी डेवलप कर लिया है वो कुछ भी कर सकता है. इनफैक्ट अगर आपने ये कर लिया, आप वर्ल्ड के नंबर 1 बन सकते हो किसी भी फील्ड में. यू कैन गेट इनटू एनी फील्ड एंड बिकम अ नंबर 1 इफ यू हैव लर्नड द आर्ट, द स्किल ऑफ लर्निंग. एंड हाउ डू यू डू दैट? By more practice, by more learning. Learn more and improvise on that top of it. So lifelong learner, that's where the toppers come in. Health first, knowledge next. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट, कोई भी टॉपर हो दुनिया में, अगर उसका हेल्थ परफेक्ट नहीं है तो कोई फायदा ही नहीं है टॉपर बन के, राइट? सो दैट इज व्हाई टॉपर्स ऑलवेज कीप हेल्थ फर्स्ट. ओके, सो व्हाट डज इट मीन? दिस मीन्स दैट यू हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट यू आर कीपिंग योर मेंटल हेल्थ, physical health and spiritual health, MPS, healthy. And how do you do that? Mental health को healthy रखने के लिए meditation कीजिए, physical health के लिए physical exercise कीजिए, और spiritual health को healthy रखने के लिए again you can do a lot of yoga, meditation, all this will help you. Okay? अगर आपको 135 या 145 questions दिया जाता है एग्जाम के बीच में, if you are given 145 questions, you have to decide which one to choose, which one to skip. If any of these are not in perfect order, you cannot be a topper, and even if you become a topper, you cannot go forward because any one of these will jeopardize your success. So, health first. Second, knowledge next. हाँ, नॉलेज के लिए आप पढ़ाई करो. नेवर एवर ट्राई टू स्ट्रेटेजाइज फॉर एग्जाम. ये जो होती है, लोग पढ़ते इसलिए हैं क्योंकि उनको मजा आता है पढ़ने में, राइट? स्टीव जॉब्स ने आईफोन इसलिए बनाया क्योंकि उनको मजा आया बनाने में. मैं ये वीडियो इसलिए बना रहा हूं क्योंकि मुझे ये चीजें बताने में आपको मजा आ रहा है. आई एम एंजॉयिंग इट, राइट? सो व्हेन यू एंजॉय समथिंग, यू डू योर बेस्ट, एंड व्हेन यू डू योर बेस्ट, यू गेट द बेस्ट रिजल्ट्स. नॉलेज इंजॉय कीजिए, इंजॉय लर्निंग. ओके, जैसे आप कोका कोला पीते हो, यू इंजॉय, राइट? यू इंजॉय यूट्यूब, यू राइट नाउ यू वाचिंग दिस वीडियो, यू इंजॉयिंग प्रोबब्ली. सो इंजॉयमेंट लीड्स टू लर्निंग. दैट्स द ट्रूथ. हमारे जनरेशन में हमें बताया गया कि नहीं, सीरियसली पढ़ने से ही आप नॉलेज सीख कर सकते हो. ऐसा नहीं है. यू हैव टू एंजॉय योर नॉलेज. नेक्स्ट, प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन नेवर. इनफैक्ट अभी मैं आपको बताता हूं, मेरे पास इस वक्त 13 मिनट हो चुके हैं इस वीडियो में, और शायद अनदर 5-10 मिनट मुझे बोलना है, बट इसके बाद इमीडिएटली आई हैव अ मीटिंग, सो आई हैड टू स्क्वीज थ्रू. सो आई थॉट ओके, लेट मी स्टॉप दिस वीडियो. मैं प्रोक्रास्टिनेट कर रहा था, बट देन आई रियलाइज नो, माय स्टूडेंट्स नीड दिस, एग्जाम्स आर कमिंग. सो व्हाट हैपेंड? प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन नेवर. किक इट आउट ऑफ द विंडो. जब भी आपको लगे कि अरे आप आज नहीं करते हैं, कल करते हैं, आस्क योरसेल्फ, अभी नहीं तो कभी नहीं. टेल योरसेल्फ, अभी नहीं तो कभी नहीं. आज करेंगे, इस वक्त करेंगे, डेफिनेट करेंगे. द पावर ऑफ नाउ, दैट्स व्हाट यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन. पास्ट चला गया, फ्यूचर आएगा नहीं आएगा, आई डोंट केयर. अभी जो है मेरे हाथ में है, व्हाई नॉट डू इट? सो नेक्स्ट, बी अ मास्टर ऑफ 7. डोंट ट्राई टू बी अ जैक ऑफ ऑल. 13 यूनिट्स है आपके पास, 7 यूनिट ही पढ़िए, परफेक्टली पढ़िए. यू कैन डू दिस. अगर आपको याद हो, लक्ष्य मूवी में, लक्ष्य एक मूवी आई थी, ऋतिक रोशन ने वहां पर कहा था कि घास काटने वाला बनो, लेकिन अच्छा घास काटने वाला बनो तो बात है. Putting this back into our preparation, if you are preparing for CSIR net, don't try to capture everything. 7 यूनिट ही पढ़ो, परफेक्ट पढ़ो, इतना पढ़ो कि वहां से कोई भी पार्ट सी और पार्ट बी क्वेश्चन आएगा, you will definitely put the ball out of the park. So if that is a confidence, you don't need to have superficial knowledge of other units. 7 ही काफी है, 9 ही काफी है, जितना पढ़ा है उतना ही काफी है, अगर आपने सही से पढ़ा है. So that's where master 7 the best 7, that's all. Whatever 7 you love. Of course, there is a priority list which I'm putting in the link in the description. You can check out ki bhai kitna what is the priority. But what I'm trying to tell you here is don't try to master everything. That is the secret of failure. Now, teach others. बहुत ही important है. दूसरों को पढ़ाओगे खुद सीखोगे. मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, मैं सीख रहा हूं. If you teach others, that is the best way to teach yourself. Because जब आप दूसरे को पढ़ाते हो तो आप खुद भी सुन रहे होते हो. ठीक है. हाँ, दूसरे को पढ़ाने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि यू स्टार्ट रिकॉर्डिंग ए वीडियो एंड पुटिंग इट ऑन यूट्यूब. वो वेस्ट है. अपने बेस्ट फ्रेंड को पकड़ो. ओके, बेस्ट फ्रेंड को पकड़ो. आपके बेस्ट फ्रेंड फॉरएवर्स होंगे, BFFs. आप उनको पकड़ो, पूछो कौन सा यूनिट आपको टफ लगता है. दे विल डेफिनेटली से. और जो यूनिट यू विल रियलाइज सिंस दे आर योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड फॉरएवर, मोस्ट ऑफ द यूनिट्स दे फाइंड टफ, यू विल आल्सो फाइंड टफ. ओके, लेट्स सिट टुगेदर. लेट मी टीच यू, यू टीच मी. जूम उठाओ, कोई भी ऑनलाइन सॉफ्टवेयर उठाओ, यू कैन टीच देम. The moment you start training them, you'll realize कि अरे ये तो मुझे भी नहीं आता. And then you'll open the book and probably that concept will become even better, even clearer. So it's very, very important to teach. ठीक है? And that's how you qualify. That's how you get to higher rank, because toppers help करने में believe करते हैं. So if you want to become a topper, you have to teach others. Next, practice, revise, practice. Again, कोई नया चीज नहीं है, सभी लोग बोलते हैं, but practice के दौरान, while you are practicing, remember you have to practice decision making, okay, timing, कितना time लग रहा है per question, all this you have to observe. So when you are practicing, look at this, and then wherever you get stuck, go back and revise that topic. It's very, very important, especially in the last 1 month. You have to practice, you have to revise, and you have to keep improving your timing, because अगर timing गलत हो गई तो you will take more time than others to solve the questions, and probably you will solve less questions, and then the probability of failure is higher. So time your exams, and you can try out the AIMNet test series, okay? And the link is given in the description. You can try that out on Biotecnika app, unlimited times, and that will help you learn better and practice even better. So that's all about practice, revise, and practice. Moving ahead, develop speed and time it. That's what I told you in the previous slide also. जितनी ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करोगे उसको मेजर करना जरूरी है. जितना मेजर करोगे उतना ही आपको पता चलेगा कि हाँ मेरा टाइम कितना लग रहा है. एंड दैट्स वेयर यू कैन मेक श्योर दैट यू डोंट स्पेंड मोर देन 5 मिनट्स पर पार्ट सी क्वेश्चन. 5 मिनट बहुत ज्यादा है, दैट्स टू मच. 3 मिनट्स पर पार्ट बी क्वेश्चन, दैट्स टू मच. ओके, एंड 1 मिनट पर पार्ट ए क्वेश्चन, दैट्स टू मच. सो अकॉर्डिंगली यू कैन ऑलवेज टाइम योरसेल्फ. क्वेश्चन पढ़ने की जो स्पीड है, दैट has to be timed, that has to be improvised, and at the same time you have to make sure कि part C question में आप ज़्यादा time दे रहे हो, क्योंकि उसका weightage सबसे ज़्यादा है, और वहाँ पर that means negative marking भी सबसे ज़्यादा है. That means you have to develop the speed and time it and make sure that you're following this formula. Going ahead, be prepared to handle setbacks. ये बहुत ही ज़रूरी है. 6 महीने जनरली लोग प्रिपेयर करते हैं. जनरली लोग 6 महीने 8 महीने प्रिपेयर करते हैं CSIR नेट के लिए, गेट के लिए. और इस 6 महीने में बहुत कुछ होता है. इनफैक्ट आजकल तो बहुत कुछ हो रहा है, क्योंकि 3 महीने पहले किसको पता था कि देयर विल बी अ कोविड, नाउ देयर इज अ कोविड. 3 महीने बाद किसको पता है कोविड कभी नहीं होगा, राइट? सो वी डोंट नो. सो व्हाट हैपेंस हियर इज बी प्रिपेयर्ड टू हैंडल सेटबैक्स. और इसके लिए आपको ये जानना जरूरी है कि बी अनफोर्सीन सर्कमस्टांसेस कैन कम एनी टाइम, बट दे कैन नॉट डिटर यू फ्रॉम योर गोल. आपका गोल क्या है? CSIR नेट में टॉपर बनना, क्वालिफाई करना नहीं, टॉपर बनना. सो इफ योर गोल इज दैट, देन सेटबैक्स विल कम, बट दैट्स नॉर्मल, राइट? COVID cannot deter you. Your health cannot deter you. Your circumstances cannot deter you. You have to tame the circumstances according to you. I know so many working women. घर में खाना बनाती हैं, जॉब पे जाती हैं, वीकेंड क्लासेस करते हैं बायोटेक्निका में और क्वालिफाई करके लाते हैं, वो भी हाई रैंक. कैसे? बिकॉज दे आर रेडी टू हैंडल एनी सेटबैक्स. आई नो सो मेनी सुपर मॉम्स who just gave birth to a baby 6 months ago, 7 months ago. And they prepare with Biotecnika and they qualify. How do they do that? Because they think like toppers. They realize that circumstances cannot deter them from their goal. आप भी कर सकते हो. कितने ऐसे एग्जाम्पल हैं? वर्किंग वुमेन टेस्टिमोनियल मैं लिंक में डाल रहा हूं, देख लो. So many people, okay, they all had so many problems. What I'm trying to tell you here is there are multiple exams which will come. There'll be CSIR net, ArcTrek, TFR, NCBS, whatever. But if you are ready to handle the setbacks, you can qualify all of them in one shot, but you have to be thinking like a topper. Now, the next point is unlock your inborn creativity. आपको ये जानना जरूरी है कि most of the people don't or think that making notes is a wastage of time. So is planning, but neither planning nor making notes is a wastage of time. When you make creative notes, okay, I'm giving you an example of creative notes in the link below, please check. So creative notes is where your brain gets activated and it starts thinking in a creative manner, okay? So for example, आपके standard book में paragraphs दिए हुए हैं. अब इस paragraph को आप कैसे as a image या flow chart depict करोगे? How do you do that? Okay, that is where your brain gets kicked in and it starts enjoying the process, it starts translating it into a pictorial memory, and that is where you remember longer. So creative notes बनाना बहुत जरूरी है. अगर आप market से notes खरीद रहे हो, you can do that, but उसके लिए भी आप उसमें ही maybe they give you some space for rough work. You can make your own notes, highlight करो, underline करो, flow charts बनाओ. That is the secret to your success. So unlock your inborn creativity by drawing flow charts, by drawing tables and concept clouds, stuff like that. Okay. Next, get around the right people. और आज की दुनिया में ये बहुत ही important हो चुका है. क्यों? Because आज के date में right people मिलते नहीं हैं. ठीक है? Today we decide whether we should watch a video based on the number of views it has got. But उसमें कोई आके time waste कर रहा है, you're not concerned. But that is where right people will make a difference. आपका जो mentor है अगर वो right है, it will take you to the right direction. और direction के बिना आप कुछ नहीं हो. ठीक है? I could reach at this stage because I took a direction my mentor suggested. Right? We all have one mentor, right? So look for the right mentor, get in touch with them. It's not necessary to interact on a daily basis. You can interact with them on a weekly basis also. But whenever you require, if the mentor is available, that's the best part. And that's what we do at Biotecnika. Our mentors are available 24/7. And we, of course, do a lot of mentoring through YouTube. So you have to have the right people around you. What goes wrong today is there are too many videos for CSIR. There are too many teachers who are teaching. They're telling the same things in a different, in the same way or different way probably. But that is where the confusion happens. Who is right? Who is wrong? So that is where you look at experience, right? Experience matters. Market make who is there for a long time, guiding people for CSIR. Of course, very few of them. That's how you decide. If these guys could survive for this long, training people and helping them qualify, and they have great reviews and a lot of people talk about it word of mouth, so definitely they're good. That's how you decide. And in fact, for Biotecnika, you'll see a lot of word of mouth because we don't need to advertise and tell people and give coupon codes. We do the right thing because we have the right set of people. And of course, you're most welcome to come to us. Decisive. This is one other part of your thinking process. You have to be decisive, okay? If you want to change the way you do things, if you want to achieve great results, then you have to make decisions faster. During the exam, before the exam, while you are studying, you have to make decisions faster, okay? You have to be action-oriented. You have to take action. You should know this, that if I don't take action today, then tomorrow may never come, right? So you have to make a decision, okay, I want to be a topper, so these are the things I require, maybe the right books, maybe the right mentor, maybe the right coaching. Okay, all this I have. Now, right time allotment, right? All that. So now you have to be action-oriented. Whatever plan you have created, you have to execute it. Without execution, every plan is a bad plan, right? So that's where you have to know you can't make right decisions at the right time. You will never win in the competition. So you have to make, if you can't make a right decision, right? There should be a if here. Yeah. So if you can't make a right decision at the right time, you can never win a competition. Forget any competition. So that's where you have to be action-oriented and decisive. Now, moving ahead, failure. Is failure an option for a topper? No. Failure never keep an option for the toppers. So what toppers do, they never think of failure. They never think that I'm going to fail. In fact, most of the toppers, they don't even keep a plan B. Okay. Many students, we always say, okay, this is a plan A, that if you qualify, you do this. And if you don't qualify, you do this, right? Plan A and plan B. But toppers don't keep a plan B. Plan A is the only plan, and they're going to make it. Okay. So that's the kind of mentality they keep. That's the kind of achievement they target, and that's how they get there. Now, when I am suggesting you this, I'm not saying don't have a plan B. Plan B you can generate any day, but if you start gravitating on plan B, you'll definitely never get plan A, and the plan A is qualifying CSIR with a high rank. So that's where failure is not an option for toppers. So coming to the last part, which is persistence and optimism. Being persistent helps you continue the momentum, and most students lose their momentum of studies after third month. Okay, तीसरे महीने के बाद लगता है अरे नहीं हो पाएगा, छोड़ दो. That is where you have to kick in. Persistence is the key. The next, optimism. अगर आप positive हो, internally positive हो, you can achieve results. अगर आपको बाहर से motivation लेना पड़ रहा है, बाहर से motivation खरीद रहे हो किसी के motivating speech को सुनकर, तो आप कुछ घंटे motivate रहोगे, फिर चला जाएगा. Remember, motivation is pleasure and self-motivation is joy. Self-motivation comes from within. So you have to be optimistic. You have to do self-motivation and you have to be persistent. कोई आके आपका बटन नहीं दबाएगा, आपको अपना बटन खुद दबाना है. Okay? You are a washing machine. Who has to press their own button to wash the clothes? As simple as that. Stay positive, self-motivated with a zeal to top the exam throughout. और कभी भी लगे कि I am losing that zeal, remember why you started preparing. Remember the first day when you said, I'm gonna do this. I'll make it happen. Right? So जिस दिन आपने शुरुआत की थी, the first class with Biotecnika, उस दिन को याद करो कि नहीं, मेरे अंदर बहुत जोश था. जोश, जज्बा, जुनून. The urge to make it happen. That's what will make you achieve success. Now, never self-doubt. This is something which kills you. It's like Deemak, it's like rust to iron, right? Nothing can, destroy iron except its own rust. That's a popular saying. Same thing with self-doubt. आपको कोई डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं कर सकता है. कोई कितना भी कुछ भी बोल रहा है, आपको कोई डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं कर सकता है. आपका खुद का सेल्फ डाउट आपको डिस्ट्रॉय करेगा. बट सेल्फ डाउट से कैसे बचे, दैट्स अ टॉपिक फॉर सम अदर डे. बट फॉर नाउ, दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच आई एम टेलिंग यू. डोंट सेल्फ डाउट, बट एट द सेम टाइम नो दैट देयर इज ऑलवेज अ मूव लेफ्ट. जैसे आप चेस खेलते हो, सो वी से अनलेस टिल द टाइम यू हैव गॉट अ चेकमेट, देयर इज ऑलवेज अ मूव लेफ्ट. सो व्हाट is that move? The move is probably you can improve. The move is probably you can plan better. Probably you could execute better. Probably things are not moving in the right direction. You can always make it in the right direction. That's where never ever self-doubt. So that's all about today's video. Invest in the right coaching. That's my last message to all of you. Why am I saying that? Because right education does not come for free. I want to tell you this, मैं आपसे खुद पूछना चाहता हूं कि जिस दिन आपने PhD कर लिया, आप टीचर बन गए, क्या आप फ्री में पढ़ाओगे? शायद नहीं. So, whatever is free has a catch. And the catch is they're trying to sell you something. That's where at Biotecnika, what we do is we tell you very clearly that you have to invest your time, energy, and money in the right coaching, and you will definitely get results. When experienced people, PhDs who have qualified CSIR, have mastered their subject, and then they are coming to teach you, the chances of qualifying gets higher. And that is where toppers always invest in coaching, in the right coaching. They don't go for some free coaching and qualify. Now, many people I know will comment below saying that I don't have the right financial condition. In that case, you can always join us for live streams, like we are going to do one on 23rd of January, where we are going to give a lot of freebies. You can always participate in that, and some lucky draws we keep doing. Probably you get lucky, right? So this is all about this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And yes, if you develop this psychology, this mindset, success in CSIR is an arm's length away. You write the exam, you're gonna top. But remember, execution matters. मेरा ज्ञान एडवाइस किसी काम का नहीं है अगर आपने execute नहीं किया है. और अगर आप सही से execute करना चाहते हैं, if you want to execute it perfectly, then you're most welcome to join Eklavya batch, which has already started. And the next batch which will start will be Lakshya batch. It will start on 1st of March 2022. Thank you so much for watching this video, and all the best for your exams. Bye-bye.